Okay, so I'm out on the Busa today, not examining, not instructing, in fact making me way over to see the guys at Ling's Triumph. So what I want to do is just talk about maybe not what you'd find in roadcraft, but just based on my own experience, and that is that most of us, I suppose, would have a riding plan, which is can be as simple as I don't want to come off, and I certainly don't want to get injured, don't want the bike to be damaged, as simple as that. And equally, we more than likely subconsciously do a risk assessment. Some of us will do it consciously. So whilst it's mandated around wearing safety helmets, then equally we'll then decide ourselves as to what level of protection that we would want to put on. And obviously with the latest things with air vests, some people have invested in that. So they've looked at the risk and decided that more than likely the body doesn't do well when it comes into contact with the concrete or fixed objects. So what I'm going to think about now is maybe we should be introducing a risk assessment into our own riding plan. What I mean by that is we should not only learn from experience on things, such as what the figures say. For argument's sake, there's the top 5 accidents with motorcycles. One of the main ones clearly involves coming into contact with cars pulling out of junctions. So we should be trying to introduce that into our riding plan if we know that's where the risk is. No different than some of these specialists who start playing the lottery and gambling. If they've worked out that a number comes out all the time, then they would play with that number. So for me, when I ride, I try to prioritise massively the risk of potential dangers from blind near-side junctions, and that's using the emphasis on the word blind, because if we can see into it, we control it, that's no problem at all. Where I'm coming from is where sometimes we have a conflict. Like at the moment, I'm coming into this right-hand bend. We've got a solid white line leading in and all the way through, so we know that there are no entrances. But about now, if there was an entrance and it was blind, we really shouldn't just be solely basing our position on the view of the road ahead. We need to look at other factors. And for me, when I ride, that's right at the top of the list. It's not only about what I can see, it's being seen. So whether it's getting your protractor, your slide rule out, you work out angles. So up ahead there is a junction coming in, it's got the keep left bollards, just by example. We know the collision point is going to be where the vehicle is now. Now I need to move away and present myself and consider the structure of the vehicle, that it could have been a blind spot with a vehicle. So not only should I be trying to achieve maximum distance away at the point of where any collision could be, it's almost like imagining a yellow box on a junction. We really don't want to be in close proximity of the car. Like now, what I'm trying to do is maximise my distance away, because if I do that, then usually it means that the driver can see me. I've got time's great because I can make a better informed decision, and if the vehicle does start coming, I've already got a head start to move away from him.